the end of Buwok Season 2, we saw Kunigami exit the Wildcard project. What did they do to him to go from this to that? In Buwok, failure is supposed to mean the end of your journey, but the Wildcard changes everything. It's one of the most mysterious elements of Jinpachi Ego's grand experiment. Unlike the regular selection process, the Wildcard offers a rare second chance to players who have been eliminated. The Wildcard's goal is not just to give players another shot, but to create something extraordinary. It's a program designed to mold a player in the image of Noel Noa, the world's greatest striker. Noa represents the pinnacle of soccer excellence, and Ego's ambition is to replicate that level of dominance in one of Buwok's participants. This brings us to Kunigami, whose story takes a dramatic turn after his elimination. His journey through the Wildcard doesn't just change his skills, it changes his entire identity. Kunigami's transformation from a heroic, team-oriented player into a hardened lone wolf is one of Buwok's most striking developments. So how does this program actually achieve its lofty goals? To understand that, we need to delve into the brutal and isolating training players face in the Wildcard. The Wildcard room is unlike anything else in Buwok. It's a place of relentless isolation and brutal training, designed to break players down and rebuild them into something far greater or leave them behind entirely. Unlike the intense competition of the regular selection process, the Wildcard program emphasizes self-reliance and absolute individual development. Players in the Wildcard room are cut off from the rest of Buwok. There are no teammates to rely on, just a simple-minded focus on improvement. This isolation is intentional. Ego believes that to create a truly great player, they must first master themselves, free from distractions or dependency on others. The physical training is punishing. Every aspect of a player's game, strength, speed, precision, and stamina, is pushed beyond its limits. The room's technology tracks their progress in excruciating detail, ensuring that there is no room for stagnation. But it's not just physical. The Wildcard training is a psychological trial too. Players are forced to confront their weaknesses and failures head-on. The mental toll of isolation, combined with the sheer difficulty of the program, pushes them to their breaking point. Only those with an unshakable will to improve can endure the process. For Kunigami, this environment became both a crucible and a battlefield. It stripped away the idealistic hero he once was and forged him into something entirely new. But was this transformation worth the cost? Next, let's look at what happened to Kunigami and how the Wildcard reshaped him into the player we see in the NEL. Kunigami's journey through the Wildcard is one of Buwok's most dramatic transformations. Kunigami had been a symbol of idealism and sportsmanship, embodying the image of a selfless hero on the field. But his failure revealed a harsh truth. In Buwok, ideals alone are not enough to survive. Rather than being sent home like most eliminated players, Kunigami was given an extraordinary opportunity. Ego recognized his potential and offered him entry into the Wildcard program. When Kunigami emerged, he was almost unrecognizable. His physical presence was more imposing, his movements sharper and more calculated. But it was his demeanor that shocked those who knew him. Gone was the warm, heroic figure who valued teamwork and fairness. In his place stood a colder, more ruthless player, focused solely on his own goals. This new Kunigami made his return during the NEL, displaying a level of play that rivaled the best. However, his transformation raised questions about the cost of the Wildcard. Did it help him reach his full potential, or did it strip away the core of who he once was? As Kunigami reintegrated into Buwok, his interactions with players like Isagi highlight the tension between his new lone wolf persona and the ideals he once represented. It's a powerful reminder of the sacrifices that come with chasing greatness in Ego's system. Let's delve deeper into the Wildcard's ultimate purpose and how it connects to Noel Noa's influence. The Wildcard isn't just a second chance for eliminated players. It's a bold experiment by Ego to replicate greatness. At the heart of the program lies one defining purpose: to create a player who embodies the essence of Noa. Noa is seen as the pinnacle of soccer excellence, a complete forward who doesn't need teammates to shine but elevates the entire game through his sheer dominance. He is a player with no weaknesses, combining physical power, tactical intelligence, and unshakable confidence. Ego's vision for the Wildcard is to replicate these qualities in a player who can potentially surpass Noa himself. Kunigami's transformation is a direct result of this vision. The grueling isolation, brutal training, and psychological toll of the Wildcard are all tailored to mold participants into self-reliant, adaptable, and dominant dominant players. These traits mirror Noah's philosophy on the field. A striker must be capable of standing alone while still possessing the ability to elevate their team when needed. However, Ego's experiment raises an important question. While Kunigami emerged stronger, faster, and more ruthless, he also seemed to lose the heroic qualities that once defined him. Is the cost of greatness the loss of individuality and idealism, or is this transformation proof of Ego's belief that sentimentality has no place in the pursuit of being the best? By tying the Wildcard on Noel Noa's ideals, Ego challenges the very foundation of what it means to be a striker. It's not just about scoring goals, it's about becoming an unstoppable force, a player who can dominate any situation. Kunigami's journey reflects this vision, but it also highlights the sacrifices that come with chasing such a lofty goal. Next, let's explore the themes and symbolism of the Wildcard and how it ties into Bullog's larger narrative. The Wildcard isn't just a physical training program, it's a narrative device packed with symbolism that ties deeply into Bullog's overarching themes. It represents transformation, the sacrifices required for greatness, and the harsh reality of Ego's philosophy. Only the strongest can survive, and to evolve one must be willing to abandon their former self. Kunigami's journey through the Wildcard is a perfect example of this. His heroic persona, once a symbol of sportsmanship and teamwork, is stripped away, leaving a player who embodies Bullog's ruthless pursuit of individuality. The transformation symbolizes the death of the ideal player in favor of creating one who can dominate through sheer will and ability. The Wildcard also reflects Ego's belief in the necessity of extremes. To achieve something extraordinary, one must endure extraordinary challenges. The isolation, brutal training, and psychological pressure Kunigami faced are symbolic of the loneliness and hardship often associated with greatness. The program tests not only physical limits, but also a player's ability to mentally and emotionally detach from the past, embracing the future Ego envisions. Noah's influence in the Wildcard highlights another key theme, the pursuit of perfection. Ego's attempt to replicate Noah through the Wildcard serves as a metaphor for humanity's constant desire to emulate and surpass the best. Lastly, the Wildcard represents a reinvention. For Kunigami, it wasn't just about improving his skills, but about reshaping his entire identity. This ties into Bullog's central message: to succeed, players must evolve beyond their limits, even if it means leaving behind who they once were. In the end, the Wildcard is both an opportunity and a crucible, forcing players to decide how far they are willing to go to become the best. Kunigami's transformation leaves us with a poignant question: is greatness worth the cost of losing yourself? The Wildcard program is one of the most compelling and enigmatic aspects of Bullog, embodying the show's core themes of evolution, individuality, and sacrifice. It serves as a crucible, stripping players down to their essence and rebuilding them into something entirely new, at a steep personal cost. Kunigami's journey through the Wildcard showcases the duality of this process. On one hand, it gave him a second chance to prove himself, molding him into a stronger, more formidable player. On the other hand, it took away the very traits that made him the hero his teammates and fans admired. His transformation is both an achievement and a cautionary tale, reflecting the harsh realities of Jinpachi Ego's philosophy. Do you like Kunigami's transformation and how it was handled during the NEL matches? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, see ya.